Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Show Style and Spirit. I am Ebony, of course. As you can see from the title of this video, I want to talk about Kimmie's jealousy. There's no denying it. We definitely have seen it from season one, okay, with the "you're bougie" comment, okay, towards Mel. But I want to actually talk about a clip that is on Instagram that we're going to see for this weekend's episode. And I just want to talk about Kimmie's negative energy towards Melody. Now, before we get into it all, I ask that you please hit the like button on this video. Then YouTube will recommend this video to more people who also enjoy listening to commentary surrounding Love and Marriage Huntsville, and not just the TV episode recaps, but when other subjects come to us content creators and we speak on it. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit. I would love to have you. All right, so let's jump right on in. So I'm going to go to the next story on Melody's IG story, and it is going to be a clip from this weekend's episode. And then I want to do a compare and contrast to show how supportive Melody is towards Kimmie. All right, so I'm going to mute my mic because I don't want you all to experience an echo. Then I'll come back with my commentary. And of course, everything said here is alleged and my opinion. And no, those are not buzzwords, Maurice Scott. And of course, the Fair Use Act, the Copyright Act of 1976 says that my fair use commentary of this upcoming clip is allowed for criticism. Let's jump right on in.
When I got married, I moved my last name to my middle name.
Okay.
A lot of it was just in my head for having children. I never really wanted to be that stereotype where your kids go to school and they're like, "What's your last name?" And they're like, "Grant." "What's your mama last name?" "Scott." As African Americans, I think a lot of times we're thrown into a stereotypical cycle of, I'm going to assume that your kids don't have your mama's last name. And I think it's tragic. That just mattered, like, to me.
You mean being baby mamas and not having the last name, having not been married? You and Jalen technically don't have the same last name anymore.
When I
break it down for her, Melody. Okay, so in that clip, we all know that for the upcoming episode, Kimmie is going to feel a way that she was not invited to the name-changing ceremony. Because I remember from last weekend's episode, we saw, on the teaser for this weekend's episode, Kimmie even said to Melody, "I figured we would all be there." Now, who is we? Why would Melody invite everyone, including your in-laws, Kimmie, to an event as special and symbolic as a name-changing ceremony?
When
There's
I got married,
absolutely no way that I would invite Marceau and Tisha, people who do not see it for me. I just would not invite them to my name-changing ceremony. This is something that is important to me. It represents me starting a new chapter of my life, and I just would not want any negative energy there. So I don't know why Kimmie, in her mind, she would even articulate that everyone, the entire cast, including her in-laws, would even be invited to Melody's name-changing ceremony. Then we see in this clip that I just played that Kimmie had the nerve to point out about the stereotype of Black women not having the same last names as their kids. So she moved around her last name to her middle name when she got married to still match up with Jalen. All this foolishness, it can get dizzy. It can give you a headache if you keep listening to that clip over and over. Well, number one, Kimmie, I actually have never had that stereotypical thought that when I see a Black mom with her kids that they're not going to have the same last name. I think that you should actually reroute that energy, Kimmie, for men who don't marry the mothers of their kids. Because some Black moms, they actually give their kids their own last name if they are the single parent. But no, I actually don't have any such stereotypical thoughts for Black women. I have them for the Black men who do not see any benefits or values in marriage. So I'm on a totally different level than you, Kimmie. I don't even think the same at all. Now, we have seen Melody support Kimmie at the reunion for season 5. Even Maurice admitted that Melody sends her flowers and even food to the home while she was going through her treatments. We saw when Melody set up some fitness training with her personal trainer for her, Kimmie and Tisha. Melody even remembered that Kimmie opened up to her and said that she was struggling with shortness of breath, and she told her to take it easy. Just those huge reminders that Melody has for Kimmie's health, thinking of her. I also want to show you all this clip from a few episodes back. It was the famous, shower/barbecue at Maurice and Kimmie's house. I want to show you all this clip as another example of how Melody supports Kimmie. So again, I'm going to mute my mic, and then I will play this clip.
We got to be out. We got to be out, just so you know.
Divorce party, I understand. Name change party, no. A name changing party from my last name. It's not like it was something amazing that she did with the name Rogers, I mean, honestly.
I'll be real with you. I feel like we should shut them down. Go ahead and show them that you are good. Right. You are clean. Absolutely. You are on your game. So I say, let's take a test. And I brought one.
You, a grown woman, called me in the middle of a meeting several times.
When it comes to Tisha, Marcel, rumors concerning them, she likes to roll with what she likes to roll with, which is what he tells her.
He's a madam. So Tisha and her wife, they can kick rocks.
She said she felt bad.
Okay, ladies, well, I'm about to go. I'm not talking about this anymore, for real. I'm done.
Well, at least you're in a good space with it.
We got to be out. We got to be out.
Okay, so as you saw, that was a really fun clip. It was a hodgepodge of some really good scenes from the show. But the opening scene was Kimmie being surprised with the Jeep that she wanted, the Rubicon. And Melody got up out of her seat from underneath the tent. She walked over to the Jeep. She was clapping, she was dancing, she was smiling, and she was happy for Kimmie. She didn't say some sort of backhanded compliment like, well, I always wanted the Cherokee or the Latitude or something. She was happy for Kimmie, and she's thoughtful and thinks of Kimmie and her health situation. But when it is time to give Melody props for actually doing a ceremony that I called a Valentine to single women, Kimmie's like, when I was a single parent, I didn't want to be like the stereotypical, people assume that my last name is different than my kids. You cannot make Melody feel insecure, Kimmie. I know that you want her to be that way, but you cannot. Just like when you made the bougie comment, season 1, you wanted to get into her psyche then, but she does not internalize BS. So it does not worth it. It does not work, I should say. And that is something that we all can take away for sure. So I want to know in the comments what you all think about this upcoming clip of Kimmie and her trying to actually poke holes in Melody choosing to go back to her maiden name and having a name-changing ceremony. I want to know in the comments what you all think. So please hit the like button on this video and please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit. I hope you all had a great week. I've missed you. It's been a few days since I've made a video. It's been a crazy week. I have like a rental property and it's a condo. So every few years, I go through getting stuff checked and this and that with my tenant, and she was just trying to drive me nuts. So I am approaching the end of it, getting it all squared away. And she let her cat eat like a section of the carpet. The most ridiculous, trifling thing I have ever seen in my life with my own 2 eyes and not on like a Netflix show. So yeah, it's been quite a week, but I'm glad that it's Friday. And I will talk with you all soon, and take good care. Bye.